restore stability in food supply chain. And the foreign Greek authorities evacuate thousands of people as wildfires spread near Athens. And in sports, Nigeria's Dubem Amene announces retirement from athletics after disqualification row at 2024 Olympics. And now the details. I am Mike James. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has commended the level of renovation work ongoing at the former National Arts Theatre, renamed after the Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka. Governor Sanwo-Olu spoke with journalists after an inspection tour of the infrastructure at Igomu, alongside some members of the Bankers Committee who are at the forefront of the renovation project in collaboration with the Lagos State government. Governor Sanwo-Olu commended the efforts put into development of the infrastructure and recalled that with the project conceived since 2019, Lagos is set to showcase its entertainment, tourism and creative sector to the international audience and other stakeholders in the industry, and it is expected to be completed in about 3 months' time.
Commend them. I'm going to thank them really seriously, and I think it's really going to be a place where international audience will see that we're ready to take the world on entertainment, on tourism, on the creative mind, and more importantly, even in the business conferences and seminars that we all go and attend in other parts of the world.
Earlier, the special advisor to the governor on tourism, art and culture, Idris Aregbe, expressed his excitement with the project, which, according to him, will attract more people in the creative sector, both local and international.
And I'm super happy that the youth can now see that we're really doing a lot to make sure that the creative industry, the entertainment industry, the tourism industry in Lagos is truly rising. And I'm happy that the governor is fully ready to contribute so much. Not just here, but this is a huge one for Lagos. This is a huge one for the citizens of Lagos, and I'm happy that under our own time too, we can say Nigeria.
Our correspondent Ajola Akindele reports that the theatre now also accommodates art and cultural gallery, banquet hall, conference center, and cinema rooms, parking facilities, among others. The Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency, DSVA, has developed an online educational preventive tool for children against sexual and gender-based violence. I Am a Child is an online course curated for children, giving them access to available resources on sexual and gender-based violence and other related issues. This initiative is part of efforts by the Lagos State government to leverage technology in ensuring that children are equipped with information on how to protect themselves from sexual and gender-based violence in and around their environment. This initiative is targeted at children within ages 5 to 12. It also features 2 beginner courses, Your Rights as a Child and My Body, as well as an intermediate course, My Passport of Rights. The Nigerian Medical Association NMA in Ekiti State has urged President Bola Tinubu to implement import duty and value-added tax (VAT) waivers on drugs and other medical consumables to make healthcare more accessible and affordable for Nigerians. In a communique issued after its 27th annual general meeting, the NMA also urged the president to implement the newly increased capitation rates of the National Health Insurance Authority (NHIA) and to strengthen the scheme to ensure broader coverage for Nigerians in the pursuit of universal health coverage. Its newly elected state chairman, Oreyemi Ifedayo, stated that such a policy would not only help reduce the spate of sudden death among Nigerians, but also create a more conducive environment for health practitioners in the country. The National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, NASENI, says it will offer a 50% discount to drivers who want to convert their vehicles using the newly launched My CNG app. Executive Vice Chairman, Chief Executive Officer of NASENI, Khalil Halilu, said this while presiding over the launch of the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative's Conversion Incentive Program for the ride-share sector, alongside the introduction of the app in Utako, Abuja. Halilu, who emphasized the significance of PICNG in Nigeria's gas revolution, said the initiative had quickly become central to discussions on the nation's energy future. And now to the rest of the stories. Former Vice Chancellor of Osun State University, Labode Kukbola, and Don, Faculty of Renewable Natural Resources, University of Ibadan, Adejoke Akinyele, have tasked the federal government to eliminate middlemen in the food and agriculture supply value chain to boost food production in the country. The university dons made the call during the 40th year anniversary and reunion of the class of 1984 graduate of the Faculty of Agriculture and Forestry, University of Ibadan. In her remarks, Akinyele said the government can make adequate arrangements to get crops that are produced by these farmers to the consumers, thereby cutting off the middlemen and ensuring food security. In his view, Kukbola, who is Executive Secretary and Chief Executive Officer, African Forest Forum, Nairobi, Kenya, stressed that with good climate and fertile arable land, Nigeria must have food security. Today is International Youth Day, IYD. Every year on August 12th, the world celebrates youth across the globe to honor the promising future in today's society. It is also to bring worldwide awareness to issues youth face in their lives on a daily basis while teaching them how to make a better life for themselves, beginning with empowerment. The United Nations approved the date for IYD in 1999 after the precedent was set through the 54/120 resolution. The theme for this year is From Cliques to Progress, Youth Digital Pathways for Sustainable Development. And on to some foreign news. A wildfire fueled by gale force winds is spreading to the edge of Athens as thousands of residents are told to flee their homes. Houses caught alight in Vanovas, about 20 miles northeast of the Greek capital, and a children's hospital and military medical facility were evacuated at dawn. Around 670 firefighters are battling the flames, which broke out on Sunday afternoon. After the warmest winter on record, Greece also experienced its hottest June and July since reliable data collection began in 1960, and the summer season has seen fires burn daily. Scientists have warned that human-induced fossil fuel emissions are worsening the length, frequency, and intensity of heat waves across the world. And then in sports news, Nigerian champions Dubem Amine has announced his retirement from athletics at age 21 following the disqualification of the men's 4x400 meters relay squad from Paris 2024 Olympics final. Amine was part of the Nigerian quartet of Ifeanyi Ojeli, Ezekiel Nathaniel, and Chidi Okezi, who qualified for the 4x400 meters final, having finished second in Heat 2 with a season's best of 2 minutes, 59.81 seconds. Unfortunately, the team was disqualified from competing in the final for an adjudged lane infringement by Ojeli, who ran the first leg before handing over the baton to Nathaniel. Following the unfortunate news, Amine, who won the national title at the Nigerian Olympic trials in Benin earlier this year, said he will be quitting the sport to pursue a career in finance since he has fulfilled his lifelong dream of becoming an Olympian. The 21-year-old graduated from the University of Michigan in June with a degree in economics and will now join the workforce. And that was our news at 12. But just before we go, slow down at road junctions, intersections, and pedestrian crossings. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration initiated 500 hectares rice farm technology intervention project? Well, you can get more details on the Lagos State government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has commended the level of renovation work ongoing at the former National Arts Theatre, renamed after Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka. Former Vice Chancellor of Osun State University, Labode Pupola, and Dawn Faculty of Renewable Natural Resources, University of Ibadan, Adejoke Akinyele, have tasked the federal government to eliminate middlemen in the food and agriculture supply value chain to boost food production in the country. We also told you that a wildfire fueled by gale force is spreading to the edge of Athens as thousands of residents are told to flee their homes. And in sports, Nigerian champion Dubem Amene has announced his retirement from athletics at age 21 following the disqualification of the men's 4x400 meters relay squad from Paris 2024 Olympics final. And for contact in the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast. It was compiled by Adewale Oluporoku. Thank you for listening. My name is Mike James. A beautiful afternoon to you. It's now time for me to step aside for the duo of Micah Arocha and Timitope Peterside. We'll be here shortly for Fire Service Calling. Do have a wonderful time. Bye for now.